Today we're gonna have a look at 10 upcoming skateboarding games that we can expect to see in 2025 and that are surely interesting for you. And we started off with STUNTBOOST, a fast-paced racing game in first-person perspective where you ride your way through tracks of cardboards and toys on your trusty fingerboard. The goal is simple: race against the clock, break records, climb the leaderboard, and become the fastest skater in the online community. Next up is Virtual Skate, and like the name suggests, this game requires a VR headset. The board is controlled with your hands, which means you can directly transfer all the tricks you know in real life onto the virtual skateboard, and this allows for maximum immersion and freedom. If you want to test the game before release, you can already check out a demo on Steam and even clip your best tricks or invite friends to skate with you. Game number 3 is Skatehouse, not an actual game about riding a board, but instead about building and selling them. Because in Skatehouse you open up your own little skate shop and start with the bare minimum of items and inventory. But by completing orders and earning money, you can expand it and add new board designs, trucks and wheels to the store, but also offer your buyers to build cruiser boards or BMX bikes. If you want to test the game, there's also a demo available on Steam, which is already good fun to play, and even though it has limited content, it already offers at least 1 hour of gameplay. Moving on, we enter SkateNationXL, a game that is heavily inspired by the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series and definitely wants to be a competitor. It's an arcade-style multiplayer skateboarding game that features different skate parks, landscapes and iconic spots, and gives players a trick system that emphasizes flow and customization. There is a demo available on the Epic Games Store that already gives a good impression of the game, even though it's not as good as the new THPS remake. And the game also features NFTs and blockchain-based events, so if this is not your kind of thing, you might want to stay away from it. A game that definitely has potential is Wrekless, but unfortunately there is radio silence from the developers for quite a few months now. The game is a casual multiplayer title that gives me strong EA Skate vibes, but is kept in this cel-shaded graphics style. It can be played with up to 50 skaters per server and allows you to build your own skate parks, compete against each other and have fun in minigames together. And even though a beta period at the end of last year had revealed a lot of flaws and rough edges, I thought that the core gameplay was actually pretty good and only needed improvements. So I hope that the devs didn't scrap this project entirely, but are just focused on polishing the game for release. Another game we're waiting for quite some time now is Skate Story, and by now it actually feels like we're already waiting forever for this. One of the most highly anticipated skateboarding games of recent years takes you into the underworld where you play as a demon made out of glass and pain. You made a deal with the devil that you will skate to the moon and swallow it, cause only then you will be free again. And now you ollie, kickflip and grind your way through the ash and smoke of the landscape that is full of waxed ledges and unholy gaps. Moving on, we have one of the more surprising titles of this year, but at least one that has a release date, and that's the remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. It brings back most of the iconic maps and skaters known from the original titles and expands this arsenal by completely new ones. The graphics, physics and controls have been revamped, and the game features full crossplay and a new 2-hour career mode. The only drop of bitterness is the absence of the free roam career mode of Pro Skater 4 that has been changed to the classic 2-minute formula. A demo of the game is already available to everyone who pre-orders it or as part of the Game Pass on PC and Xbox. The game will be released on July 11th for PC and all consoles and will be coming to Game Pass on day one. And then there is, of course, the skateboarding game everyone is patiently waiting for, EA's Skate. More than 15 years after the release of the last title, the game is supposed to bring fresh energy to the series by using a multiplayer-only live service free-to-play model. It will be released on PC, consoles and mobile, and takes players to San Vansterdam, a new city that draws inspiration from previous skate locations. It brings back the classic flicked control system and is completely built to support player exploration and creativity. And even though we don't have a release date for it yet, we already know that it will launch into early access at some point this year, and then it will be further developed with the help of the community. Playtests on PC, consoles and mobile are still running, and another large wave of invites should be rolled out pretty soon. And lastly, there are two games that are not exactly skateboarding games, but could still be interesting for you. And the first one is Descenders Next, the upcoming evolution of the popular downhill biking game Descenders. But instead of bikes, the new title puts you on snow and mountain boards and lets you ride down a mix of procedurally generated tracks and specially designed parks. Just like the first title, Descenders Next will also include an online multiplayer again, where you can race against others, perform tricks and explore different areas together. And as the last game, there is Sword of the Sea, also not exactly a skateboarding game, but it takes heavy inspiration from the genre in terms of flow and movement. It lets you ride across surreal landscapes in an atmospheric environment and lets you unveil a lost ocean teeming with life. The game will be released on August 19th for PC and PlayStation and is definitely one to wishlist if you like unique indie games. And that was it for today. The top 10 upcoming skateboarding games we can still expect to see in 2025. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye!